Once upon a time in a dark and scary forest lived an owl who was afraid of the dark. How ridiculous is that? You're an owl and you're afraid of the dark. It's like being a fish and being afraid of water. It just doesn't make sense. But it's true. And this little owlet was really, really afraid of the dark. Every day when the sun would go down and the sky would turn black, he would hide in his tree and shake with fear until the first rays of sunlight peeked through the leaves again. All the other animals in the forest thought this was very strange, especially his mother. She was an enormous snowy owl with feathers as white as snow and eyes as yellow as the sun. She was the bravest and fiercest owl in the whole forest, and she couldn't understand why her little owlet was afraid of the dark. "Hoot, hoot, my son," she would say. "Why are you hiding in the tree? The darkness is nothing to be afraid of. In fact, it's quite cozy. All the stars come out to play at night, and the moon hangs like a giant pearl in the inky sky. The darkness is beautiful." But the little owlet would just shake his head and answer, "I don't want to come out, Mama. It's too scary in the dark. I'm scared I'll bump into something or someone. And what if I fall off a branch and no one can see me? What if I get lost forever in the dark, dark woods?" His mother would sigh and ruffle his feathers with her wing. "Oh, my silly little owlet, you're worrying for no reason. You're much braver than you think. And besides, what would you be bumping into? There's no one in the forest at night. It's so quiet and still. You'd have to be very brave indeed to be scared of such a peaceful night." One night, though, something very exciting happened. A family of foxes was playing near the owl's tree. There was a mother fox and her 3 little kids. They were all playing hide and seek, and the little ones were getting very good at hiding. "Hey, I see one of them," hooted the little owl, his eyes wide with excitement. "Look, Mama, there's a little fox hiding behind that log. Let's go say hello." "Are you sure you want to do that, my love?" asked his mother. "Are you sure you're not afraid?" "Afraid? No, I'm not afraid," he answered quickly. But then he stopped. "Well, maybe just a little bit. I mean, it's kind of dark, and there might be dangerous things out there. What if I meet a hungry fox and he wants to eat me? Or a big, bad wolf who wants to swallow me whole?" His mother smiled and nuzzled him with her beak. "Silly goose, aren't you listening to yourself? You're an owl. Owls don't get eaten by foxes or wolves. And even if it got really dark, you wouldn't get lost because the whole forest is your home. You know every tree and every leaf by heart. And besides, what's that noise? Hoot, hoot, that's your call. If you ever got lost, you could just start hooting and I would hear you. And I promise, my little owlet, I would come and save you right away." The little owl thought about that for a moment. He looked at his mother's fierce and loving eyes and he knew she was right. He took a deep breath and said, "Okay, Mama, I'm not afraid anymore. Let's go say hello to the foxes." And that's exactly what they did. The little owl spent the whole night playing with the foxes. They had such fun, and even when the first rays of sunlight touched the tops of the trees, the little owl didn't want to go home. "Just a little longer, Mama," he hooted. "Just a little longer and then we'll go home." And that's how the little owl learned that the darkness wasn't something to be afraid of. In fact, it was full of fun and adventure. And from that day on, he never, ever asked his mother to stay in their tree while the sun went down, because he knew, just like his mother had told him, that the whole forest was his home and there was nothing, nothing at all to be afraid of.